All right, hey y'all, hey, come on in here. Let's get this party started. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Yvonne. All right.
Hello.
Hey, Dunn family. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Priscilla. I'm getting them in here, y'all. We getting in here. We about to get this party started. All right. Hold on. All right. I need some wins. I need to know what is going well. Hey, Janelle. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Mary. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get all the folks in the room. Hey, Gina. Hey, Miss Bertha. Come on. Hey, Mama G. How y'all doing? All right. All right, y'all. Let's start with some wins. How's everybody feeling? All right. If y'all been living this sugar ain't sweet life, you should be feeling amazing. Listen, I did a reel. I've been solid, y'all, following Sugar Ain't Sweet. I'm back in the life. Okay, hard ever since I got back from Dallas. No wavering. All right. And I feel good. And I'm checking my kids different. Do you understand me? Like the children that was making my head hurt. I'm like, I am much too level-headed for this. I will run circles around you physically and mentally, young man. I need you to ain't no yelling, but you're gonna need to do better, okay? So my brain is really like feeling amazing, body feeling amazing. Ro and I are training for Marine Corps. If y'all want to join us, there is a 10K option, so y'all can still come, okay? Y'all still got time to decide if y'all want to join us, okay? It's October 27th, DC area. There's a 10K. Come hang with us, all right? But we're in training for real, okay? Last week we did 18. It's serious, okay? And Saturday, right? So y'all can come hang with us. So I feel great. All right. So what's going good with y'all? Who's got something awesome, a praise report, a testimony, something that's going well? Or, okay, Yolanda says she's great. Hey, Amy. Yep. So what have you learned about you? And is there anything you're learning about yourself in this process? Come on, Bertha. How are you, my baby? It's good
I
to see your face.
I'm still hanging in there.
Hang in there. You doing this thing.
Well, I will tell you one thing I learned is what I eat affects my mood. Have you guys seen that kind of thing?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I was just evil yesterday for no reason. It was like anger looking for a target. And that's what used to happen when I had PMS years
Yeah.
ago. But I'm like, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm feeling much better today. So good.
You do manage stress differently when you eat differently. And I'm glad that you have this revelation
Yeah.
because these are the things that when you want to, I was talking to somebody yesterday and we had just done a couple of days of a gut health reset, and she's kind of like, when can I have the thing, And you feel like you're missing something. But those are the things that when you go back to those things, you literally go back
Yeah.
feeling like you felt. And if you're ever going to get out, like Rose says, how we feel every day has everything to do with what we put inside our bodies and what we expose ourselves to.
Yeah.
Period. So
Yeah.
that's mentally, spiritually, physically. What are you exposing yourself to and what are you putting inside your body? And that's food, but that's also what you're watching, who you listening to, who you talking to. All right.
Very true.
Yeah. And it affects how you feel every single day. And you don't realize that you're feeling better, right? Until it's been a while and you think back and you remember when.
Yeah.
And you decide, I don't even want, y'all, when I was a teacher, if I didn't have my coffee or if I was rushing out and get to pray, my kids felt it. When I walked in the room, they like, Miss James, you pray this morning? Did you give her 15 minutes so she can get her coffee? That's weird. That's weird that I'm the adult in the room and these little people that I'm training have to adjust themselves to my mood. That's
Yes.
weird, but I didn't, at the time, it was normal for me and them.
Yeah. Well, greens are a mood lifter, I have to say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
telling
not, you can't be down. It just won't let
you.
you.
Yeah. You gonna fall in love with these leafy greens, Miss Bertha. I'm gonna get you on them hard. I know you like the cooked ones. I'm gonna get you on these raw leafies.
I'm doing better.
You're doing better. You're getting there. And it's be graceful with yourself. I see you learning, growing, developing. Sometimes you just gotta force yourself in a corner and make yourself do it, but I do see you growing and developing. So give yourself grace for that. Like, you are learning something new. You're learning
Yes.
to be and do things differently.
Well, one of the things, and I guess I'm still not there, is that when I go to the grocery store,
Mhm.
it actually helps me to have a green smoothie with me, a homemade one with a lot of greens. And I know smoothies are not part of the thing, but it, I'll be sitting looking at a cookie and I'll take a sip of that smoothie and I'll go, no, I don't need that. you know,
Yeah.
I'm getting the greens, but it's more of a protection when I'm going out, kind of protecting my own stupidity.
Yeah.
Or
Thank you for sharing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I'm not going to call myself stupid. I'm going to say
Not up in here, ma'am. You better not talk to my friend Bertha like that.
it protects me from poor thinking.
Unwise decisions. That's
Yeah,
it. It protects you from making poor choices. And that's all of us. That's why I always say lead with the salad. You know, if I go to a barbecue or a party, I'm just as likely as somebody else to say, "Ooh, that cake looks good." And so when I get in those environments, I have to command control of the situation. I cannot show up and allow the situation to control me. So when I enter the room, how do I get control of this? I know they got cake at the party.
yeah,
Pretty much how they get down. I know they got snacks and dips and all the things. I know that. You know how it's going to be before you walk in the door. So what do I have a tendency to do when I'm in this situation? So I think better when I eat a salad before I go and drink me some water. Now I can process what do I need to do. But if I show up there and I'm a little hungry and I ain't ate all day, I'm not in control. I have not commanded control of the situation. All right. So it gets better. It gets better. All
thank
right. Come on, Mama G. How are you, my beautiful lady?
Hi, 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 hi.
Okay.
Dara, thank you for that compliment. I don't feel that, but thank you. Uh, I have so many things like going in my head.
Yeah.
One of them, I'm trying to, I can't figure out Dropbox. I just can't. All the thing with the
Okay.
lessons and thing, that's one of them. The other one is I can't print the diary things you want us to do, so I'm writing them down on a piece of paper because I don't know how to get those to
Okay.
print them. The other thing is I wanted to try to I could never eat okra in the past because I like couldn't afford to go get it. And now I saw it on sale a couple of times. And so I got it. So that's my new in with okra. But I had looked and I did some research for vitamin D3 and stuff and
Okay.
for iron, and okra is like one of the good ones for that. Because things are very challenging as far as financial wise. I have to stay like on a budget,
Yeah.
per month. And so the other thing is I wanted to I know growing up we all were introduced like oatmeal with butter, sugar,
Yeah.
honey, whatever. But then I used to eat oatmeal with like frozen blueberries in it and like let them defrost or whatever. So I wanted to I mean my first go-to when I have a meal is I grab my bowl because I can't put everything on the plate. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
I need sideboards. I got the bowl and I start with the salad and then I'll throw in like the chicken or
Yeah.
like the marinated, the eggplant that I cooked or the okra or the string beans and just put everything all together like that. But I'm looking and I know I'm not supposed to look at all the other posts, but I'm seeing people with these these like little plate, like about this big with a salad in it. And I'm like, okay, am I eating too much salad?
Yeah.
Am I eating
Oh,
too many greens? And I'm like,
okay.
greens are my friends.
Yep.
They're my, they're my peeps. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So
Yep.
because I can't just put like a handful of this in and by the time you put a handful of this spring mix, handful of this, now I got, you know what I'm saying? So
I
I
got
need like
you.
sideboards on the plate. The
Okay.
the other thing with that, and I know I'm throwing a lot of it at you, is that one of the things that I realized and recognized was when I gained all this weight, I
Mm,
gained it because, this was a trauma thing from being abused at the age of 3 years old. I felt that if I got fat, I wouldn't be violated anymore. And
mm.
that, I'd go on a diet because this is a safe place. I don't normally,
Gotcha.
but and then it got to the point that it was like, okay, go on a diet, walk a little, run a little, you'll lose the weight. But because it got so out of control, that I couldn't. And I suppressed that so much not to remember it because it was so traumatizing that the other day it came up and I was like, oh my gosh, like because we push things so far down inside us that like the root was not, living to eat when you're supposed to eat to live. The
Mm,
root was I was trying to protect my body from being violated, but in the process that shift turned into, and to this day I have to say, you're safe, no one's going to violate you anymore. You really have to talk to yourself in
mm,
it. But the way it shifted was someone accused me that I could have just stopped eating. And it's like, you weren't there. You don't know this. You don't know the situation. You don't know what happened. And then it got me thinking that like stinking thinking kind of thing.
yeah.
Did I over, did I not care anymore? Or did I, you know what I'm saying? So I'm so afraid to eat now, to eat other things because like I put an apple in the salad yesterday and the sugar went up, and I know whatever you eat your sugar's going, but how can I can't keep my numbers at like 83 and under 99 if I want to start, you know what I'm saying, the God's
Yeah.
food, it's God's food, but what do I'm like, I'm afraid to eat because I
Okay.
don't want to, you know
This
what I
is a good question, Mama G, and I got a lot
I
to
know, I'm sorry, I threw a
I
whole
know this
bunch
is
at
great.
you.
You better not apologize. Like this is what we're here for, to talk through this stuff. And so you're bringing up some great points. Let me make sure there are no more wins. Okay. If there are wins, I'm going to take them and then we
Yeah,
can
that's
open the floor
fine,
up so
that's
we can
fine.
start unpacking this because
So
you're
give
giving
me a
me a
chance
lot.
to grab a tissue.
Yep. And here's what I want you to know. Like you are not the only person in the room navigating this part.
I
All
just
right.
don't want it. I just don't want to go back to
I understand.
that
I got
stinking
you.
thinking.
Yep, I got you. So let's unpack this together. Let me make sure there's no wins, and then I want to properly unpack this with you. All right, because
Okay.
what I know for sure is you are the one who opened up and said it, but you are not the only person in the room that is experiencing this. All right,
I
and
just
so
look at
Amen.
it that everybody else is doing so much better, and I'm
no,
sitting
no,
there
no, no,
still.
we're not doing that. Okay,
Mm-mm.
give me just make sure. Okay, so Bertha, Michael, Rosalind, Marilyn, do y'all have a win or a question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, hold your question, Miss Rosin. Marion got to win, and then we're gonna Q&A this thing out, and we're gonna start with Mama G. Come on, Miss Marion.
All right. And I just wanted to share with you guys that I had went on a cruise on August the 12th. It was a 4-day
Mhm.
cruise, me and my girlfriend. And on the cruise, they got all the foods you want to eat, right?
Yep.
So normally when I go on the cruise, I normally gain about 6 pounds at
Come
least,
on.
right? I have to tell you guys, my first win was when I got back from the cruise, I had lost 3 pounds. Okay.
Where did
What
that
I did, and it's not that I didn't eat some little things, but what I did is I walked up the stairs to my floor. Every time I went somewhere, we didn't take the elevator. Me and my girlfriend, we walked the whole time up and down the stairs. And I lost 3 pounds. So I had to pat my
at?
own self on the
You
back
got
for
to
that
check
one.
yourself.
Okay.
I love it. I love how you commanded control the
Yes.
situation, and congratulations on
Yes.
walking your footsteps and come back from Dubai.
Yeah.
How
I
I
know,
showed up
right?
there. Okay?
Yes. Then my second win was I went to, after I came back from the cruise, I came back on a Monday. The following Friday, I went to California to visit my family. And my sister was having her 70th birthday that Saturday. I got in on Friday. Friday, I went to the store. I bought me some salmon. I bought me some vegetables. I bought everything I needed for myself for Saturday when we had the cookout, right? Yep. So I cooked my food and got everything prepared that Friday. Hey. When I went Saturday, I took my own food with me. I had my salmon, I had my vegetables, and everything I wanted to eat. And I got in the kitchen. I helped cook all the other food for everybody else. When it came time to eat, I sat down, pulled my salmon out, heated it up in the air fryer, ate my food. And again, when I came back from California, I had lost 4 pounds. I couldn't believe it. Yes,
this is lifestyle stuff right here.
I'm telling you, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. I was so proud of myself. So
do you see how easy it is, though, Marion, to pivot, like to make the choice and command control and not allow, because I'm in this new environment, for it to control what I do. You walked into both of these spaces and said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna live this life, okay? I'm in control of this. And I'm gonna live life wherever I'm at.
Everybody is watching me because, I won't say everybody, but my family, because they know what I'm doing, because I've been trying to bring them on with me, right? One of my sisters did cut out sugar, and so she's doing pretty good, but she's trying to come that way too. So they're watching to see how I eat. And I was like, I don't have no problem. It was like, you dieting? I said, I'm not dieting. I said, I just changed my lifestyle. I said, I'm not on no diet. I told them I can eat whatever I want to eat if I choose to, And
the truth is, they can too. They can eat anything they want. And you can have whatever consequences come with that.
That's it. And that's what I told them. But it's just, I choose not to eat what's not good for my body.
That's it.
So I just wanted to share that with you. And Mama G, I want to tell Mama G, I'm here for her, support her, and do whatever I can do to help her through what she's going through.
That's it.
Thank you, my cousin.
All right.
All right. So Mama G, this is the first thing that I want to kind of lead with you. Okay. Because what I hear you saying is, I'm doing it this way, and this is what works. And I'm afraid to make any moves that are a deviation because I don't want to go back. All right. I want you to know that if God is loving and graceful to us, we must be the same to ourselves. All right. So I want you to give yourself grace as you learn to do this. All right. It's not every day is not going to be perfect. All right. The question you have to ask is, did you give it your best? All right. The second thing I want you to know is there are no limits on God's food. There are no limits. So if you eat an apple and your numbers go up a little, it's only your body letting you know that this is not necessarily, and I don't think it'll be significant with an apple, but I know something that'll do it for me is tomatoes and watermelon. Okay, 2 foods that I know for sure will jack me up. All right. So don't receive it as an indication of how good you are. It's not about your value. All right. It is just your body saying this particular food is not what we prefer. So does that mean I never have watermelon ever? That's not true. I live in Mississippi. I got a watermelon in my kitchen now. I've been sitting there for 2 days. All right. So it's not that I'm never going to have it, but I'm now going to have it knowing how it affects my body. So really, Mama G, this is like a form of you loving yourself properly, because what you're saying is, I have been abused, taken advantage of, and traumatized in such a way that it still affects me. I've been improperly handled and loved. You get the opportunity now to love yourself properly. All right. So it's not about, and I feel like in this way, we can be similar, because I'm also, this is for everybody in the room. There's one of these, like a rule follower, a very compliant person, going to follow the rules. And so what happens when we are that person, we have a tendency to be regimented, right? And it's like, it's almost like how I was studying Romans today. And it was like, baby, you're not gonna get salvation just by these good deeds and serving. It's about a real, authentic relationship with God, right? So this is about your real, authentic relationship with you, your heavenly Father, the one who made you. All right. So yes, we have the guidelines, you know what I'm saying? Like to hold you in place, but don't allow them to imprison you. All right. Don't let them imprison you. All right. So when I went to, the good news is this, because you now know what you know, you also have the information that you need to pull yourself back in line. So when I was in Dallas with Ro, we had steak one day. Rochelle made pancakes one day. We went to a breakfast spot and I had pancakes at the breakfast spot. When I came home, I paid for those choices with my blood pressure, my glucose, and my weight. All right. So versus feeling like condemnation, don't let nobody shame you. That's a trick of the enemy, even you. So versus feeling ashamed, I was with my friends, making experiences with my friends. I got a little money in my bank account, okay? So I made some withdrawals. Now I'm home.
Right.
I need to start making some deposits.
Right, right.
So since I've been home, I will not be dishonest. The first week, I had to be very intentional about eating raw fruits and vegetables.
Right.
It was multiple days that first week back that I was eating raw, but I wanted some cake.
Right.
All right, so I'm making a decision. But what we know to be true is over time, that fades. So today, I'm fine.
You're good.
Right. And so I don't feel restricted. All right. So I want you to let the guidelines do just that. Be your guide, not your prison.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
I also want you to know that you have new indicators of what it means to love you, because and as far as the trauma and the abuse, I'm thankful for you sharing it here, because as a teacher, I know you are not alone. You are there. This is more common than we know. This is more common. All right.
Right.
But now you have to learn new ways of doing life with you in a loving way. All right.
Okay.
The next thing I need you to do is line these thoughts up with the word of God.
Yes.
Okay, so take it to the word. So I'm going to share, this don't have nothing to do with weight or health, but I'm in a thing with my son's school, okay? I'm in a whole thing, and it's trying for me because I am an educator. So I have my own ideas about how classrooms should look, how you manage children, how you have relationships, and respect and teach expectations. And it's very tempting for me to show up and be like, well, when I
Right.
in the classroom, would have did it like this, and I don't understand, and pull out the law,
stops.
the
Yeah.
federal laws that
Right.
y'all breaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Research on your behind, like that's my flesh. All right.
Yeah.
When I feel that way, I have to stop, and line it up with the word of God, which says, I go before you. He goes before me.
Right.
So when I walk in these rooms with these teachers and these principals, so this morning I prayed over every child in my son's classroom. I prayed over teachers that touch him and speak words over him. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to line these things up with the word of God. Because what the enemy will do is have you thinking and saying things that are not true.
Or to set the atmosphere.
Yeah, he is your protector.
Right.
So that's how I got to that story, because I don't know how to, I'm trying to think of a nice, professional way to say it, but I live in Mississippi.
Yeah.
But I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I don't start fights, but I was
Right.
raised to finish.
Right. Right.
Okay. And so what God is dealing with in me and you is that part of us that feels like if I don't protect me, ain't nobody gonna protect me. So when I walk in there with those teachers, my guard is up.
Right.
Because of the way I've been raised.
Right.
I feel like y'all finna play with me in here about my. Don't you know I flip every table in this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My
You
flesh.
go at it.
But God,
Right.
but the word of God says, I go before you. I have my hands on you. He got his hands on me and my son. And right now, in this situation, I want to come to an end. He's doing something with both of us. He's telling me where I'm about to, Mama G, where he about to take you, you don't need that guard to protect you. Where he's about to take you, need full trust in him. He's teaching you that right now.
Be still and know that I am God.
Yeah.
Psalm
Amen.
46:10. Yeah.
He's the one,
Amen.
he got you. So you, for years, Mama G said, I have to do these
Amen.
things to protect me. And what he's showing you right now is, I got you. You my baby. Go get the word and line it up. He know what you want and need before you even say it.
Amen.
Line it up with the word. Because the enemy have you out here thinking, I got to keep some of this weight on me to keep myself safe. You are in his hands. He goes before you. All right. He's moving you to somewhere new. You are such an inspiration to everybody in this room. That's why
Yes.
when you open your mouth, they said, we got you. You got an army of people in this room who will fight for you.
Amen, Mama G.
Yeah. So remember that.
Yeah.
I need you to remember that. You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying to you? I need you to
Yes,
remember that.
ma'am.
So don't beat yourself up. You learning and you getting better every day. Be graceful. All right. Because I'm
Okay.
gonna lie, the things that I see in my head of me, like the way my neck roll when I be typing these emails to these teachers, I'll be like, and section Mississippi State law section, blah, blah. And God showed me you'll make these laws an idol, trying to fight something with these laws that I already worked out.
Right.
So when I meet with them tomorrow, I'm like, Lord, give me the words. I don't have any declarations. I have questions because I'm walking in seeking understanding.
Right.
All right. So I'm just letting you know, like, don't beat yourself up.
Thank
So that's the first thing. The next thing I need you to do is don't look left, don't look right. You've gotten amazing results. And if we're all learning and we all learn at different paces,
Right.
right? We're all learning at different paces. So if you see somebody post a little pookie butt salad, that just means they think that living this life means deprivation. They haven't figured out that there's abundance over here with you. They're still learning, okay? So that don't mean which lanes, Mama G. That just means they have not learned that you can eat as much of God's food as you want to. There are no
Mhm.
limits on the
Put
food
all
that you
this
can
on a
have.
plate. It was falling off. I had to go to a bowl.
I would go to a bowl.
Just-
And you know that every bite you eat, you giving your body what it needs to thrive. All right.
Right. And
The
even my
next thing,
workouts,
yeah,
I say I'm more, when I finish that workout, there's times I'm in such pain. I didn't mean to cut you off. But when
no,
like you have to stretch your tricep, you know, and your arm
yeah,
goes here, I have to really pat myself on the back and say, you know,
stretch.
good girl, Jerry. Yeah, one more day to optimal health. You know, I
Yeah,
have to
that's
do
it.
that.
That's it. And this is what I want you to hang your hat on. I was telling somebody, I don't know, y'all been coaching all week. Okay. I was just having a conversation saying, I can't remember the actual date that my cycle stopped hurting.
Yeah.
I can't say, it was on June 29th, 2020, when I had my first pain-free cycle. I
Right.
can't remember the day that I stopped having ocular migraines. I don't know.
Right.
But this is what I need you to rest assured. Everything you're dealing with now, if you just stay right here, one day you're going to look up and you're going to be like,
Hey, where's your
used
like
to.
the little small
Right.
bag, the 2 foot?
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to look up one day. So hang your hat on that. I don't know what day it's going to be, Mama G. I can't tell you it's going to be October the 21st. I don't know. But I know this much to be true. If you do not stop living this life, one day you are going to look up. Even now, my body amazed. And this marathon training gets on me all the time because I'm not new to marathoning.
Right.
I have done 6 full
You've
marathons.
done many. Yeah.
But the person that I am today, I've never done it like this.
Right.
So the old version of me, when I do 18 miles, back in the day, that's gonna be a wrap for the day. All right, we're gonna go do the 18 miles. We're gonna go to Cracker Barrel and get our pancakes, and then we're gonna come home, we're gonna get into bed because
I saw you going up that hill that day.
Yeah.
That you didn't expect that hill.
I'm telling you.
I saw it. I
And
saw it.
listen, that Ro tried when Ro said, I won't let you make this negative. I had to come back. I said, Ro, I got the chat. I got to push a little bit.
That's right.
Run was
Did
hard.
it. I
Okay?
saw you going up that hill
It
and
was
you may
hard.
be not
But
a
I'm gonna
God,
tell
but
you
you did
why.
it. Right.
But why? Because I'm out here eating pancakes. We ain't sleeping. I ain't drinking no water. I'm eating steak. I'm out here living my best life. It was difficult. So I won't say that it wasn't, it was difficult, but I knew why. So when I got home, I got my life together.
Yeah.
My mile time is picked. Like, I feel great, y'all.
Yeah.
I did 18 miles this Saturday.
Praise God.
Came in the house, took a quick
God be the
military type
glory.
shower,
Yeah.
threw my clothes on, and made it to my son's football game in 15 minutes.
Wow.
Came back home, got my makeup done for my photo shoot, went and did a whole photo shoot, came back, took my daughter on a date, all right? And then came home and got in the bed. It's different.
That's all you did.
It's different.
Yeah,
It's
because
different.
you called on your body to do what it needed to do because you
It's a
gave what it
different
needed
body.
to
I give my
thrive.
body what it needs to thrive. And Ro called me at mile. She called me because what I didn't say is the week before we had 17, and I did not finish my 17 because I had a meeting. Number one, I had a meeting. Number two, my body was like, we done running, sis. Like the meeting time was approaching and I needed to get back home, but my body would not pick up the pace to run.
Yeah.
So when I sent it to Ro and said, I only did 15 and a half today, she said, why? I said, my body said no. So when I did the 18, she called me and she said, you still out there? I said, I'm still out there. She said, you sound strong. I said, I feel good. At 1475. Because the stark difference. I'm back on track now. Back on track now. So every day, Mama G, just know, like, if you don't automatically feel it, because you've come such a long way.
Yeah.
You're not where you gonna be at, but you ain't nowhere near where you used to be.
I remember just going to the sewer cap and turn around and come back after the parking lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing two 50, 60-minute workouts, walking around. I'm like,
give yourself
building
credit for
the
that.
legs, the muscles in my legs so I can stand where I'm not going to fall down,
Yeah.
But
I know we get weary. So don't get weary, Mama. Don't get weary.
okay.
Hang right. He got his
So
hands
much.
on you.
Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Oh no, you did too much. And I got one more thing because I
Oh yes, okay, I'm sorry.
Talking. One more thing. I need you to be mindful of your conversations. I heard you say people that. Yeah, just us, okay? I'm so serious. There are not a lot of spaces that are safe for you to take this journey. And not because people don't want to see you do well, they really have not been exposed to what we're doing. And so it's so different from what they're seeing that the things that they say, they don't know how to speak life over this.
Right. I'm going through that daily. 2 people on my staff are just waiting for me to fail. And they're fragile, they're brittle and fragile diabetics, and they're just waiting for me to slip. And I'm like, oh no.
This journey is not a conversation that you have with them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
What's happening to me, what they see, their clothes are falling off and I'm tripping over my shoes because they're too big and all that. They're seeing it, but they're not believing it. And I stopped talking.
Don't matter. It don't matter.
I'm like, my actions and my whatever happens is going to prove that this program works. I'm all done talking. But then don't talk to me about
be the glory. But what I'm telling you is don't have these conversations with them.
Okay.
Not because they're bad people and not because they
just don't understand
They don't know what to do with it.
Oh yeah, they think that insulin's like they're using it like a light switch. I'm like, you don't put yourself in a coma with that insulin. Never mind.
So I don't want you to look at nobody else, Mama. Let's not this. I just had told my son this the other day because he know all the details about the people in his class. And I'm like, listen, when you go in there, your one job is to worry about Aiden. Okay. You know what everybody in the room, don't worry about them. Okay. When I was here, ET told me this. So early in my journey, I was trying to bring everybody with me. And they didn't care. Okay. They was like, girl, keep on pricking your finger. We do not care. Okay. We don't want to do it. All right. We don't want those. We don't want that. We don't like your coach. We don't want to meet with her.
Yeah.
We don't want to eat salads. We don't want to drink water. Go away. All right. And I was hurt.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to help you. Right. And he said, you are never going to make it to the destination trying to drag all this baggage with you. Right. He said, get to the spot. Right. Get to the spot. So that means you do the work every day. You get to the spot, not because you don't love them or care about them, but it's because they need to see you do it to believe it. You are the closest thing to hope they got.
Right.
Without you doing it, the odds of them, I don't know, Sugar Ain't Sweet getting pretty big. We're getting recognized all over the place. But
Told you we need an
you
app.
doing it, the odds of them meeting somebody who is doing this and winning is slim.
Yeah.
So you don't have to say a word. You show them with your results.
That's right. That's right.
I'm from the show me state. You show them.
Right.
You don't got to open your mouth. They will see it.
Amen.
So you just stay locked in.
Stay in the pocket.
Yeah. So health, what I'm doing on the journey, I don't have the, even now, at this point where I could really like run some people down with stuff I didn't seen in this program.
Right.
Okay. I don't have those conversations. I ask God to give me discernment for ready people. I'm very clear that I'm gifted in helping ready people win.
Amen. Amen.
All right.
You all.
So
Thank
when
you
you're
so
ready and you come see us, I got you.
Right.
You got to be ready.
Right. And I was sick and tired of being sick and literally sick and tired.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm working on my
the
sleep. That's my
masterclass.
next challenge.
Yep. That's
Because
it.
I'm not sleeping well. I can't, it's
But
very
you don't got to
difficult
prove
to
that to
sleep sitting
nobody.
up. Right.
You do now or you used to?
No, I'm having a difficult time sleeping because I have to
Mhm.
sleep sitting up. And so it's challenging me. And now it's like I'm trying to get those hours in. And what's waking me is either the nightmares or, just can't go to sleep thing, So before it was like more pain and thing, but this is it. I got to try to work on that because I know sleep is important to help lose weight and replenish your cells in your body. And yeah.
And I want you to think about if there, because therapy really is where, so there's two, I always have to tell people the difference between coaching and therapy. Your coach is, so in a coaching program, a coaching program is intended to take you from where you are to the win.
Right.
Therapy is what helps you unpack the past.
Yeah, the insurance won't pay for a Christian counselor. That's the sad part.
Okay. Well, we're gonna believe that
I'm trusting God. I go and I pray and I go to him and so I know there's a lot that would do. I'm still fighting trying to get a meter and all that on my arm and thing, and because I'm not diabetic, I can't, and I just can't, but
okay.
yeah, God'll work it out. He'll put somebody to do.
We love you, Mama G. We love you. I added the prayer for the Christian counseling to my prayer list. And if anybody else can just lift this up for Mama G,
thank you so much.
that he will do it.
My brothers and sisters, thank you for walking this walk.
We love you.
And I walk with you too.
Yep. And you got to know, like, these people, like, sometimes we just have people that come through and just everybody rock with them. You are that person, okay? You are truly loved here. So you're not by yourself. You're not by yourself, even when it feels difficult, okay? We here.
Thank you.
All right. All right. I hope I helped in some small way.
You did. I to taking notes while you was doing.
Very
so
good.
I need that. So I keep, play that tape recording, not the other one. Play that recording, not the other one.
I love it. All right. Let's go with Miss Rosalind. How are you, my darling?
I am doing pretty good now. I'm back in Philadelphia, which is giving me some difficult things. But I have wins. I am fluctuating between 19 and 20 pounds off.
Okay, all right.
So when I was in Georgia, I had a schedule. I didn't have any responsibility. I was able to relax. I actually started walking at least 2 miles a day without my cane. And my daughter was very supportive and the family was very supportive. But now I'm back in Philly, I got to redo my whole schedule because now I have responsibilities.
Yeah.
I didn't have any when I was out there. So I'm trying to rework my schedule around my appointments. I'm taking care of 2 estates, one for my sister and my brother. I'm trying to clean out a house that was built in 1906 and get it redone. I'm trying to get rid of a storage unit. It's like so many things. But I do want to say this before I get off track. Mama G, the abuse
Yes,
thing I
ma'am.
understand since I was 5 years old to 12. And so I understand that. And I understand that feeling of I will protect myself.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of people say about me. They say, well, you don't let anybody do anything for you. I said, no, I will take care of me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have somebody else take care of me expecting something else. You know, and unfortunately, my abuse was by a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
mine
know,
too.
so
Yeah.
it's hard to deal with. And I understand that. I don't sleep well either. And this is the funny thing. I do have my second degree in Christian counseling.
Oh, no way.
I'm trying to counsel myself.
Hey.
So, so it's like it's really strange. You were just Cookie, you said so many things that just hit home for me. And I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. Mama G, you are loved.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Thank
I
you.
talk about you all the time that there are people in there that are so inspirational.
Yeah.
You know, not about your problems, but I just tell them you're such an inspiration.
Thank
Just to
you.
hear your voice
Yep.
is an inspiration to me.
Yep.
You know, and I understand that feeling and that being in that little pocket where I don't want to do this. One of the things you might have seen posted was one of my salads, which was huge,
Oh,
and mine
those are
is huge,
what?
and I eat it all.
She looking at
I
the
eat
little
it
salad.
all.
Oh, she
One of
looking at
mine was huge.
look, Miss
No,
Rosa,
I
she
ain't
looking
talking
at the
about no
little
little
salad.
salad. Mine is
Yes.
huge.
Oh, goodness.
No,
Yeah, she
I
thinks
was
she's
like,
supposed
how
to
they
make
put
hers
that little bit of
smaller
stuff?
because she's seeing
And
them
it's
small.
funny. No, my family down there in Georgia, they was like, "You ate all that?" I said, "Yes, I did," and I'm still hungry. Isn't that something? I think I might put some more in.
That's
So what I learned, because I'm just starting the mastery class.
yeah.
So one of the things was we had to try and do how we prepare our food. And what I do is when I eat my salad, I automatically make another one to put in the refrigerator for my next meal. I do it right
Oh,
after I finish eating.
Big
So
thought.
I have my things
it's always
already cut
ready.
up.
That's a good idea.
I've always been a preparer. It's
Yeah.
already ready. And then I just throw stuff in there. And then I'm going to be there. I don't care what else I'm eating. I'm going to eat that big salad. And I just went crazy over raw. I love the
Mm.
raw. My girlfriend, I'm outside because I just had my car window fixed. Wait a minute. We got sirens coming by. See if
Okay.
I can move.
You driving, Miss Rosa, or riding?
Yeah. No, I'm actually home on my porch. I just had my
Okay,
car
okay, okay.
window was busted out while I was away.
Okay. All right.
And they just they just fixed it for me.
Okay.
So I was out here because the guy had just fixed it, and I was glad that the Lord timed it because I went to the doctor this morning, and the guy called me early. He says, "Are you home?" I said, "I'll be there in 15 minutes." So they came earlier than what I expected because I was like, I'm not missing my car,
I know that's right.
So I sat on the porch to do the call,
Let me ask you this
but
before I go to Miss
just those
Danielle.
little things.
Let me ask you this, Ms. Roslyn.
Okay,
A
I do
year
want to
ago,
ask
could
a
you have
question.
imagined that you would
Uh-huh.
love salads and love making big salads and be in love with the raw? Like you
Well,
said,
you
could
know
you have
what?
imagined
I
that?
No, I always loved, I was always a salad eater, but I never did one and doctored up like I doctor this. I mean, radishes, all that
Yeah.
stuff. I've never done like that. I'm just like, my girlfriend's like so supportive. She says, "Oh, you just keep it up. I'm loving what you're doing." And I'm like, "Hey, I can't believe I love raw." They said, "You're eating Brussels sprouts raw." I said, "Yes, I am."
Yes.
And that shocked me because I remember earlier in the call I'd asked you, had anybody eaten Brussels sprouts raw? And somebody said yes. I
Yep.
said, okay, well, I guess I'll try that too.
Yep.
So I do that. The other, what I wanted to ask was, is veal considered one of the meats you can eat or not?
It's a red meat, so I would definitely try
Ah,
it sparingly. It's not gonna be terrible for you, but I wouldn't make it a part of my regular
right.
routine. Just like me and steak. I love a good steak.
No.
I love me a good steak, but it's not something that I can
Okay,
eat
but
regularly.
lamb is good, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Lamb? Okay.
You
All
can
right,
have
I
a
just
beer.
want to make sure that.
Yeah,
And I have to now, I know I'm on the part where you said we had to make our schedule and clocking and all that.
that's it. That's it.
I am reworking my schedule around all the stuff that I have to get done here now that I'm back in Philly. But it was so nice to be relaxed and not having to have any responsibility when I was in Georgia.
And now you're back to real life.
But I can't go back there. I'm back to the
Got
real
that.
life. And the one thing I won't give up though is my morning devotions.
That's
And I
right.
write in a thank you journal every night
I love
before
it.
I go to bed.
I
I
love
have
it.
a thank you journal. And I do write in that. I won't give those up.
That's
I
right.
do have to do better at getting more sleep. And that's one
Okay.
of the things I had to put down that I have to do better. I have to put myself on a clock because my mind is always racing.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to stop. I don't know how to shut down and go to bed. And I have to learn and get better at that. Even my sleep doctor said the same thing. You got to learn to shut it down. I just, for some reason or other, I've been like that even as a teacher. The 40 years I
I'm,
taught, I could never shut down. My mind was always racing, and I'm still
okay.
doing it.
Okay, Miss
And
Roslyn, I can't
I'm
let you
trying
stand
to
on.
do
Don't say I could
meditation
never.
now.
Don't say I could never. Okay. We're gonna learn how to shut down.
Okay,
No, we can. It's not that we can never. We're gonna learn.
okay.
So we're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
learn
gonna
how to
learn to
do
shut
it.
down.
And I'm gonna give you some
Okay, I'm
tips to help
gonna
you. Okay.
learn how to do that.
Before we close today, I'll run
Okay,
down
all
my
right.
list of
But
how to close your day
Mama
out.
G, we love you.
Love you too,
Love
darling.
you too.
Okay, Mama
Listen,
G, we
I
love
wanted
you.
to tell you,
So you're not in the boat by yourself.
not
Thank you.
in no type of way. Miss Rosalind, I wanted to tell you, you were saying that you have to, now that you're back in Philadelphia, you have to make your routines and your schedule. But this is literally how you make this a lifestyle, being able to adjust. So life is not going to always
Right.
look the
I
same.
know.
If you got
Mhm.
kids, them jokers going to get out of school for the summer, the schedule's going to change. So this is just practice for making it your life, right? Just
Yeah.
adjusting to recognizing I'm in
Yes.
a different season, and what adjustments do I need to make based on the season I'm now in?
Yes.
It's a
Yeah, because
different
I
season.
still have people that they're looking to me to counsel with them, and I just can't. I have to put up some hours
Yeah,
that I just can't. I can't do everybody, and I can't take on everybody's problems. I told them, I said, no, I have to take care of me.
that's right.
So I'm trying to do a new me.
That's right.
I'm gonna do a
You
new
are
me.
doing a new
It's got to
you.
be me, and I have to learn to say no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to learn to say no. I'm doing that now, and I'm getting better at that. People are shocked because they know that I'm always so appeasing to everybody and doing whatever I can for people. But
yeah,
I have to do for me, or I can't do for you.
That's
yeah,
right.
So I'm learning. And I
yeah,
and I really appreciate this because I wasn't even going to go into the mastery program. And my girlfriend said, no, do it.
yeah,
Find out all you can, do it. Don't just settle for the 6 weeks. And so I signed up for the mastery. And she says, good. I'm glad to hear that you're learning stuff and doing more than what you did.
mhm.
So I have the support. My best girlfriend, she's my traveling partner, and she's been very supportive. And so have my male friends in my life. They've been very supportive. So I'm doing
Praise God.
You're
okay.
absolutely
I'm
doing
doing
it.
okay. And I'm thankful. I'm thanking God for every day. Every day. As soon as
Every-
I wake up, the first thing I thank him for is that I woke up.
That's
And
right.
now it's me and you for the rest of the day. Half the times I don't even make plans because half the time the Lord laughs at me and makes plans for me. So
That's
I
right.
got to follow his order,
You got follow.
So
That's
what I put out, I tell him what I'd like to accomplish, but I go by whatever he says,
what he say.
and that's what I follow,
Miss Robin,
and I'm happy with it.
I'll
He
make a
tells
video
me,
for you.
trust me.
Okay. I'll make a video for
Okay,
you and for everybody on how to create your morning and
all right.
evening routine, because I would submit to you that the reason that you are one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that's getting in the way of your quality sleep is your ability to transition your body out of the busyness of the day into
Mm-hmm.
bedtime. You have to make it a
Yeah.
strategic thing where your body knows it is now time for us to shut down. So an
Okay.
hour before I go to sleep, we turning off all the lights, we turning off no screens. All right. It's a whole
Mm-hmm.
situation and it happens at the same time so that I can wake up at the same time. So I'm gonna create a video and hope that it'll help you be able to I'll put it into
Okay.
the portal. All right. I'm gonna do my best to
Okay.
record it
I'd appreciate that.
today.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna record it
I
today and
think I'm
drop it in the
done.
portal.
I
Okay.
think I'm done.
Okay,
But I
I
love you
got you.
guys.
Thank you, my darling.
Yep, I love you guys.
I love you too. Come on, Miss Danielle.
Okay.
Hey, love, mine gonna be short and to the point, but yeah, I definitely need that video
Okay, I
because
will drop
I
it
I
today.
do not know how to wind down. That is one of my issues.
I'll do a
Okay.
morning and an evening one. That way y'all have how to create
Oh
your
my
morning
God,
routine and
girl.
your evening
Okay.
routine.
Oh, that would be so
Okay.
helpful.
My
It's,
only question was, did you put the counseling information in the chat? Because I want to try that. I had a counselor and it was supposed to be Christian counseling, but I felt after getting on, I did it for about 2 or 3 months. I felt worse when I got off of the phone and stuff with her,
Oh,
out
wow.
of the sessions or whatever. And it was also some things that she said. You know, my husband's a pastor, so it seemed to me, and I could be wrong, but this is just the way I felt, and it felt in my gut, and I'm gonna go with my gut. Like she just wanted the juicy informations of the mess up of, you know, of your life, but it was really not beneficial. So if you have that information in there, I would like to try that if that's possible.
hey,
And
you
to
asking
Mama
me or
G,
Miss Roslyn?
huh?
Yes.
You asking Miss Roslyn?
I'm asking
Yes.
you. Yes,
I
Miss
don't have
Roslyn.
to cancel. You
Oh,
know
I
what?
thought you said you had a Christian counselor. I guess I misheard it.
No,
Okay.
Miss Roslyn, I said you need one.
No.
I'm actually looking for
Yeah,
somebody for my son. Okay.
very
Oh,
hard to
I
find
need
one.
somebody for my son.
yes. Well, went to this one, and maybe I picked the wrong lady because there's a whole bunch of ladies. I was gonna go back
Yeah.
and just ask them if they could give me another lady because this lady, yeah, I just
If do you have like a mom's group in your area? This is what I did. I went to the mom's group in my area and I asked them, and I'm vetting the long list of people that they gave me.
okay.
I'm betting the list that they gave me a whole bunch of names.
Yeah, this lady, she just, yeah, and I'm
Where
not
does
saying
she
I
nothing
would
bad
live?
about her,
definitely switch.
but yeah, after about 3 months, I was like, we not getting nowhere. Like she gave me like 2 workout assignments throughout that whole session, and I'm like, that's it. And she was like, well, I gotta know more about you. It's like, tell me, like, it just gave off you wanted the juicy details without giving me. And yeah, and she was even like, because I had a podcast, my husband's, she wanted to know the church name. She was asking stuff. You were getting information from
You
me,
just
but you're
say
not
yes and
imparting.
nosy.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
seemed, and so I just backed off. And to Miss
Took
Roslyn, I
away.
think that Mama
Where
G,
does
I'm
she live?
sorry. I just want to let you know I live in Maryland. I just want to let you know you are not the only one that went through things like that. I didn't go through it physically, but I went through it mentally because I had an older sister that we shared the same room. And so for me, when you say you want to go back into, I became a tomboy, all baggy clothes,
Yeah.
because I didn't want that. And that's one of the reasons why I'm taking counseling now, because they literally, somebody's like, have you been? And I'm like, no, I've never been that, never, that has never happened to me. But then after learning that, because I was in that environment, I laid
Yeah.
there and played sleep, not to go into that much graphic details, but just know I understand where you're coming from. I love being a woman now.
Yeah.
You can't take me out of a dress.
Yeah.
So, just allow God to move you and mentor you into that, because his love will be so great. The light from him will be so great that you will not have to worry about hiding yourself and covering yourself. I can promise you.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Thank
Y'all
you.
have a good one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
Danielle.
Amen.
Amen.
He is your protector. And I think that's what he's like unpacking for you, like uncovering, revealing to you in this season. Like you have put so much time and effort in your life just protecting yourself. And he's like, baby, I got you. Trust that I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I've been had you, but you didn't know it, but I got you. I need you to see that I got you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And me too, Mama G, okay? I be in
I
this
hear y'all.
Amen.
news, okay?
Amen.
All right. All right, Stephanie. Thank you, Danielle, for that. We needed that. Uh-oh. Unmute. Hold on. Let me try to help.
There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. The testimonies are amazing, and I'm grateful for this group. I think this is the second or third time I've been on, and I appreciate it. Okay, so Victory, I did try the what is it? The shot. Remember the shot? I was freaking out for the little glucose meter.
Yes.
So
And what happened?
I did. It didn't hurt as bad as I anticipated. So I did want to give a victory shout
Praise
for.
God.
But I guess my question is that because I've never had diabetes, so I don't really know what is a good reading.
This is good.
Yeah, what is a good, like, what should I be staying under?
Okay, good. This is very good. So for all of us that are taking our glucose, normal glucose numbers, 70 to 100. This is true whether you have been diabetic or never dealt with diabetes in your life. This is true for all of us, okay? The next thing I want you to know is the better your body like processes the food that you take in, the lower that once you get the sugar out of your body, it's going to be lower. So when you come in at like a 99, at first that might be good, but after a while, you have to start to push that number down a little bit. Okay. All right. Riding. So when you say like 99, 98, 97, those numbers are like riding high. So it's an indication that you in the normal range, but you one cookie away. All right. You one grape away from being outside of the normal range. All right. But it should be 70 to 100. And over time, what you'll see is that your numbers will, there will be less sugar in your bloodstream and your numbers will reduce over time.
Oh,
all right.
Okay. The second question I had was I know you have a mastery Facebook group. I don't believe I'm in there. Is there some, like, what does it say? How do I?
You got your welcome. Did you get a welcome email? It should have had the link in there.
I don't know.
But don't stress about it. When we close this call, if you hang back, I'll get you in.
Oh, thank you.
I can get you all situated.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody. Good.
Don't leave when everybody else leaves. You stay here.
Okay, finally, I do have this testimony.
Yep.
So this year, I wrote on my vision board, I wanted my blood pressure to be 120/80. Okay. And I was like, I've never seen those numbers like in the last 10 years. Okay. And do you know, I think it was 2 weeks ago, it was 120/80. And and it's actually been lower since then, but I thank you for this program and thank you so much for just this wisdom. So I wanted to
No, that's great. Thank you for sharing. We appreciate that. So I'm so glad. And I want you to know, like, it will get better than that. I took my glucose the other day. It was like 90 some over 72. And I was like, okay, let me take it again. And it was still 90 over 70 something. I'm like, so without this program, though, people actually see those numbers and they get alarmed. That's winning. That's like straight up. That's like, that's sweet spot stuff right there. Like, oh my God. To go from being like 140 over 100 with amlodipine.
Yeah.
And baby, I'm rocking and rolling over here. Okay, Jameer, look, Jameer numbers be looking good. Okay, I'll be looking at the sweet spot numbers like this. So those are the things that as you start to see these changes, these are the things that you want to remember. So now you got to think about like, well, my blood pressure is at this number. How do I feel? Like, how am I moving? So like, pay attention to that as your numbers change. Like, I'm more clear-headed. When I wake up in the morning, I just get out the bed. I'm not like, oh, I gotta start the day. You know, you're more clear-headed and able to just process information and move. And those are because you need those moments when you go to the cookout and you think the cake look good. It look good, but it don't look that good. Because when I do things like that, sure as my name is Tanisha James, that next week I wake up and it's like, oh, God, that right there, when I wake up and I don't want to get out the bed, that's a surefire indication that something is wrong. It's wrong. All right. When my blood pressure is over like 115 over 75, an alarm sounds in my head. I have conditioned myself where a little alarm sounds in my head and I get alarmed because my heart is working too hard. I might go to the doctor and be like 125 over 85 and they will be fine. I am alarmed because my heart should not be working this hard. Right? And so you just learn those things. And these are the things that you're going to need to hold on to when you think you want some cake. And not saying you're never going to have a dessert. But these are the things you give up to do that. So, and if y'all came to orientation with me, I'd be like, you can eat anything you want. You grown. You got a car, probably got 4 wheels on it, got some change in your pocket. You can drive yourself wherever you want and get whatever you want, and nobody will whoop you. But you're gonna also get them consequences. It comes with something. It comes with something. So you can have anything you want. Bro, I can have red velvet cake if I want to. Bro always say, but you can have a little bit of cancer too. I mean, just a little bit. Probably never hurt nobody, huh? Just a little cancer, never hurt nobody. Right? So we can have anything we want. We are not rich. This is abundance, y'all. This is what it looks and feels like. Don't let it go. So thank you, Stephanie, for sharing. We appreciate that. I'm convinced your number's gonna go even lower than
In
that.
Jesus' name.
In
Thank you so much.
Jesus' name. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Come on, Miss Priscilla. You there, Miss Priscilla? Let me see. Priscilla Brown. There you
I'm
go.
coming. I'm coming.
She said, I'm on my way. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing well, doing well. I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I purchased the Thrive cookbook
Okay.
and I tried to download it, and what came was just a blank page. So do I go to the help support to find out what happened? What do I do?
Yeah, you just email the help desk, help@rochelletparks.com. They'll just verify your payment and send it to you. Save that in the email though, because they can send it to you. They may be able to send it to you as a PDF and not because I don't remember, but I think that cookbook comes in a link. Does it come in a link? Was it a Dropbox link?
I said download. So what I'll do is I'll take a picture of the payment and then just send it to the help desk.
Yeah, and they're gonna look it up anyway. When you send it and you say I bought it, they're trained to like go look and make sure you paid it and then get it to
Okay.
you. So they'll get
All
you
right.
situated. Yep.
Thank you.
You are welcome, darling. Enjoy your cookbook too. And don't be going hard on them pancakes because Ro got some pancakes and some cookies in there. Do not be doing it, okay?
Oh, no. Then not now. Not
Make the
now. Not now.
sausage.
Okay, not now. Not now.
The sausage is good. All right.
Okay, no, not now.
All
I'm
right,
good right now.
exactly. Michael, how are you, Mr. Michael? I got to get y'all off mute. Let's see. Michael, you there?
I know in the future a good place to keep it.
Michael, you there? Okay, I'm gonna circle back. I'm gonna go to Miss Gwendolyn. Okay, there go Michael. Hold on, Gwen. Hold on, Gwen.
Okay.
I think now he muted. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Michael, you there? I think he might be in a bad area.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear Michael.
I am come on thing.
You're breaking up real bad. I think you're traveling. I think I heard that part. Did he drop off? What happened? Okay, I'll come back to Michael. Come on, Gwen. It's your turn. I'll get him back. I think he's in a bad area. You muted. I see you talking. There you go.
Hello. So I'm at the pool first of all, so it's
Okay,
a little
gotcha.
noisy. But here's my thing. I've always been a leafy green person, so this program is like perfect.
Yep.
But I like to add fruits to my salad. And now I'm gonna say something happens when you turn 40. They're not lying. So
They are lying. Nothing happens.
nothing happens because
Nothing
all of a
happens.
sudden
Nothing happens. You
all
turn
these
40.
new things that I've never heard of before just comes my way. Now I need glasses. But anyway, so I've been at my A1C always been like this, like 5.7. So it's borderline. But the doctor keeps saying like it's it's like I eat a lot of fruit and I can't have fruits and stuff. But I don't understand. I don't know how to not eat fruit because I use the fruit in place of, like the other day I got sick and I was like, well, I'm gonna have dark chocolate or my strawberry. So it's like I know that part, but I'm just saying like I need the fruit in place of the cake. So how
You
can
need the
I
fruit what?
in
You see,
place
you
of
need
the cake? In place of
that.
I love strawberry shortcake. So I'm like, well, it's healthy as strawberries, but I'm just saying,
Mm.
like I need to I just want to know like she told me that I need to like pretty much I can have berries. She just said that. She said you can eat berries, but
Who said
she
that?
just she said the
Doctor?
endocrinologist.
Okay.
Yes. So she's saying like, yeah, you can have berries, but mixing up on the fruit. But I don't want to. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
I got you. I got you. You
Mhm.
ready? You ready for me?
I love apples. I love apples.
Love. Okay.
I
Well,
love apples.
I got you. I know you do.
So
I know
why
you
is
do.
it why is it that is raising my sugar? I should say.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. So,
Mhm.
Quinn, here we go. All right. So
I'm
the
gonna
first
mute
thing,
myself. Sorry.
look me in my eyes. I want to tell you that I love you, my sister in Christ. Okay. We about to have an honest
I
conversation. All
already
right.
see it
Do
coming.
not get your feelings hurt. All right.
Okay.
You are addicted to sugar.
Oh wow.
You are a
Really?
sugar addict. It's dripping from your words. Everything about you loves sugar. All right.
I
You
didn't
said,
know
I
that.
love apples.
Yes.
I love berries. I love me a good strawberry shortcake. All right. When people are struggle with alcoholism, they love the
Mhm.
way vodka tastes. And if they can't get vodka, they'll get it in any form they can. All
A
right. So
potato.
what you really want when you want the fruit is you
Mhm.
really want the sugar.
Oh.
I need to tell you that. All right. So you can
I'm
start,
glad you told me. I had
yep.
no
So you
clue.
can start to see yourself differently. All right. So when Ro told me, you did good. When Ro told me I was a sugar addict, I had
Mhm.
attitude.
Oh
Okay.
really? Oh.
Yes, because I don't want to be addicted to nothing. I thought I was free. I ain't done no drugs
Wow.
and drink
Okay.
nothing. And I thought I was free. All right. So here's the thing. I want you to remember number one, the three principles. Eat the food that God calls food.
But the
Eat it,
apple is.
okay, great. Eat it as close to its original state as possible
Mhm.
and allow no food, none, not a one, to be your God. Meaning that if there's a food that is not serving your body well, you have to be willing to walk away from it.
Um.
How do we know that this is something that your body shouldn't have? Because your pre-diabetic numbers tell us you have more than enough sugar in your bloodstream.
Oh.
All right. The
Okay.
next thing is the reason why you have to walk away is because Ro always says sugar begets sugar. So the sugar makes you want more sugar, and you will never break the addiction taking little sips of the drink.
I never realized that the
I
fruit
know,
was to
girl.
be considered. I thought I was being
Yep.
healthy because it's the
So,
fruit.
and you want it
Mhm.
because you want
Mhm.
sugar. All right. So I always tell the story of the
Oh.
time my kids had these brownies in the house, and the rule for the brownies is they have to, if you get them, you have to hide them. Because I'm very clear that I'm a recovering sugar addict. I don't put them on the counter, put them up where I can't see them. All right.
Mhm.
But this time I knew exactly where they were. And I wanted them because I like sugar. All right. And I wasn't gonna get them. And instead, I got, I don't know, some fruit, a pear or a peach. My glucose was 98, which would indicate I'm pretty good on sugar in my bloodstream.
Yeah.
I'm not struggling, okay? Rose says, Sugar, why are we eating, this peach on a 98? And I'm like, well, first
Mm.
of all, because I really wanted some brownies. All
Right.
right. And what
Right.
she said was
Okay.
same behavior. Same behavior. Because I'm satisfying that part of myself that wants the sugar.
Sugar.
The good
Wow.
news is if you break it, all right, you will not crave the sugar like you do. So today, because I have been doing very well. If you had 15 cakes on your counter, I could walk into your kitchen right now and be perfectly fine.
Right.
All right. But if the girl get loosey-goosey around here and I come to your house, I would not be able to say no if I'm loosey-goosey.
But the funny thing is, I don't have to. I won't like a cake and stuff. But I don't have to eat those. You know
But
what I'm
the
saying?
apple, the berries is
The
meeting the same
same.
need for you. Sugar begets sugar. You're
Okay.
satisfying the same part of your flesh. It
Got
wants
it.
what it wants because you want the sugar.
God, I didn't
And we
even
just
see
so
it
that's
that
why
way.
we
Okay.
somebody tell me what's the scripture bro always quotes that says everything that's lawful is not profitable.
It's First
Right.
Corinthians
Yeah.
10:23.
In
Thank you,
23. So
darling.
it's not bad. It's an apple. It's God's food. Yep. You see how you was like, apple
I
is God.
got that one.
Because we're
Right,
trying to
right.
figure out how can we keep this sugar. All right. But it is not
Oh,
beneficial for your body.
yo, you just helped me so
Yeah, it's
much.
not
I didn't
beneficial for your
even,
body
it's
in our
psychological. I didn't
pre-diabetic
even
numbers.
see that.
Yep.
Okay.
I know, girl. So the answer is this. This is how I'm going to tell you. First of all, if you're doing the Sugar Ain't Sweet program, the window of time that you can have fruit anyway is 10 to 12.
Right.
Once you let go of the sugar, 9 times out of 10, you won't really be home. This is how I got out of the sugar thing because I wasn't eating before 12. So by the time I had my first meal, so it's 12, 11 here, I have not eaten. So by the time I have my first meal, the window is closed.
Closed.
So I'm not getting no fruit no way, even though I can technically have it, I'm not getting it. And then what's going to happen is you're not going to miss it. But as long as you're like, man, let me hurry up and eat this apple before 11:30. It got you, you don't got it.
Wow.
It
That
got
was
you.
an
So
eye
you have to be
opener.
able
Thank
to,
you. I
yeah,
didn't
you
even
got to
see
be able to
that.
walk away from anything. So an example that we always share is the time when, so I know y'all gonna think this crazy. I'm an extreme person sometimes. I like the little grape tomatoes. When
Me
I first
too.
started my journey, I used to have like, for real, like 25 tomatoes in my salad. Okay.
Wait, is
The
that
truth
on the
is,
list too? Like
huh?
that's messing with my sugar, the tomato?
It messed
Because
with
I
my
eat
sugar.
tomatoes like an apple. Like I put pepper and
Tomatoes
salt
are
and
a
eat a
fruit.
tomato.
Tomatoes
It
are a fruit, and
is.
you
They
probably like those
are.
because
I love those.
I know you do,
Oh,
because they got a little
you
sugar in them.
opening my eyes right now because
You are me, girl.
I thought I was on the right path. Like, but I'm eating my
You are.
fruit.
You are, but you got to get
Oh,
that sugar monster under control because
got
you
it.
like sugar. It's an addiction. And so you have to
Wow.
treat yourself like seriously. Go look on YouTube. Me and Ro did we did a podcast called The Socially Acceptable Addiction. And it
Okay.
was about sugar and the fact that if we had a family member that was on drugs or we had a family member that was struggling with alcoholism, we would have a family meeting. We're going to call an intervention. Everybody going to pool their funds and get them some rehab. It's going to be an emergency because our loved one needs some help. Sugar, though, as detrimental to your body, worse in some ways.
Yeah, see, yeah.
Nobody is alarmed. Nobody's like, oh no, we got to help Gwen. She's addicted to the sugar because they addicted to
Right.
so they don't see it, but it's as detrimental to your body. So yes, apples in and of themselves are not bad. So this is this is for everybody. This is where you start to look at what the numbers are telling you about your body's response to the food. All right. So if I eat a meal and I ate that meal and I was a 75 before I ate it, and then I take my glucose 2 hours later, and now I'm a 103. Well, I'm just outside the normal range, but look at the gap.
Right.
That's literally my body saying to me, we don't like that. Don't do that no more.
Wow. Oh man,
Don't
that's
do that no
awesome.
more. We
Thank
don't
you
like
for
that.
like you. I feel like you just saved my life.
I'm so glad that
You
look,
know, like you
Rose
did.
said it
I
real
mean,
hard to
because
me.
I didn't think of, I didn't see anything wrong with. And she
I
says
know.
you can eat your berries, but don't eat the apples. And I'm like, it's an apple.
I would mix all. So this is why we say if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic anyway, no fruit for you.
No fruit.
No fruit
Right.
for you.
You just
The
say that.
recommendations that the doctors are going to give you are going to be just enough to push your numbers down, not to set you free.
Got it.
I'm trying to get you to normal.
Free. Right.
You don't need no fruit. And I would submit to you that if my glucose is like 90, I would push it down. So I would like 98, 99. I'm gonna wait until I'm like 97, 90 something, like at least a 98 before I eat.
Okay.
So if you take
Okay.
your glucose and you sitting on a 98, wait.
Mm.
Because what you're doing is teaching your body how to operate at a lower number, because you've been funneling sugar into it in various forms for a while. So your body like, give us our stuff, ma'am. Do how we do.
One more thing. What about corn? I love corn too. Is that
I want you to go get your sugar and sweet program guidelines. Do you
I
have
got okay. All right.
it's
Oh, I
it's
don't
on
have
the
it with me
road.
right
Look,
now, but yeah.
look right here. Roll said no. No corn. And what's gonna happen, Gwen?
Sugar.
Because right now the
Carbohydrate.
sugar, listen, I know the sugar monster in you is going like,
I see. I
she's trying to
see.
take
I
all our stuff.
see.
What's going to happen is over
Mhm.
time, you will release these foods.
Yes.
So in the
Yes.
beginning, it started, I can't have, this is how I felt like, man, I can't have corn. You know what I'm saying? Now corn is not a food that,
And you need it, right?
okay,
It's less.
it
Yeah.
just don't,
Gotta
nothing
go to.
about it. I don't think about it. I don't, I just don't. I used to go to the
Corn,
state
apples,
fair and
and
get the big old
tomatoes.
corn. I don't, it just doesn't do it for me. Like, but
Mhm.
corn can be a little sweet too.
Yes,
So
it is
these are all
very.
things that break down into sugar.
I
And what's
see
going to
it.
happen is it's going to keep the sugar in your bloodstream and it's going to keep you pre-diabetic.
Oh,
So you
thank you
got to
so
walk
much,
away.
Coach. Yes.
Yeah, you got to walk away.
Coach
So, and
Tucker,
you don't
thank
have to
you.
discuss it with your doctor. Just go do it
No, do it.
and watch it.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
watch it and be like, yes, ma'am, I let go of them berries too.
Yeah.
Then she
Yeah.
gonna be proud of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna tell you this. This you gave me this. Like this, I'm gonna tell bro, this need to be a shirt. It's the food, not 40. So you said something happens to you when you get 40. It's the sugar. It's
Yes, the
not the
sugar. You're
40.
right.
It's
It's
the
the
food, not the
sugar.
40. So what's happening to you seriously is the sugar.
Yeah.
It's not your age.
I didn't even think about
It's the food.
food.
It's the
And
food.
tomatoes. It's
Yep.
my
Tomatoes.
favorite. The tomatoes, the corn, and the apples.
Yep.
Oh
And do
no.
you want me to tell you how I figured out the right amount of tomatoes to eat?
Wow.
Okay, this is what Ro did.
Thank you,
Ro
Gina.
made my salad extremely green. It
I can
just
do
had
that.
green mix,
And cucumbers?
celery,
Okay.
cucumbers, bell peppers.
I can do that. I
It
can
wasn't
do
even no
that.
avocados in there. That was it.
I can
And
do that.
then what we did was get my numbers stable. And once they got stable, she said, okay, Tucker, you can have a half an avocado.
I'm allergic to avocado.
Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I'm so sorry. So, but I'm just saying she gradually added things back. And
Mhm.
that's when we realized, oh, them tomatoes is doing something to you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
We were able to
So I
pinpoint
can
the
go
tomatoes.
fully green. I can do that.
Yeah.
I like salad, so it's okay.
And just add back and pay
Yeah.
attention when you take your glucose, what your numbers do. And that's going to be your body's way of telling you, we love this or we don't like this.
Got it. Thank you.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
man.
Yeah. All right,
Appreciate it.
Miss Deborah Bailey.
Hi,
How are you?
everybody good and you? So I'm
Awesome.
actually still in week 6 and shed week or
Okay.
whatever, but I was just trying to join the mastery Facebook and
Okay.
I had to re-answer some questions, so I'm gonna just give it some time and see what happens. But
Okay.
I do want to be in, and I'm sure they'll let me in, but maybe I just missed the question. I don't know.
I
But
will let you
I went
in.
in, I went back and did it over. But I just want to say I'm just so thankful that finally, I'm able to talk to you again, because I was like, where is Tuka at? Because I had wanted to talk to you from last night about that stuff. I was like, where is she? So, and I kept hearing people
Yeah,
say,
oh, I don't get on the I try to, but I don't know.
I kept hearing people say, that you have some type of place where people can talk to you, or ask questions and so on and so forth.
Facebook. I got you. Stand by.
Oh.
There.
Oh, okay. So that's what I was wondering. But now I lost my train of thought at the moment. But I'm just thankful about the learning that you guys are giving, and I'm just so happy to be here. And I'm doing good so far. I just wanted to report that with my numbers and things like that. I'm about to do my glucose here in a little bit because I just ate a little while ago. So I'm gonna do it again to check it. I think it was 89 this morning.
Okay.
if I'm not
That's good.
mistaken.
That's a
But
good.
yeah, so far everything's going good. I don't really have no major issues. I'm about to get out of here and do my first workout also to
Mhm.
report because I gotta do my 45. I'm playing pickleball for my
Okay.
workout for right now. But anyway, that's it, and that's all I have for today.
Okay. So, Miss Deborah, I'll get you in the Facebook group, and if you think of what your question was, you can just ask it over there in Facebook and tag me.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you, Miss
All
Coach
right,
Krista.
thank you. So
Thank
glad
you.
to have you on this side of the world.
Yes, well, I'm not all the way 100% because I'm still finishing out my shed
It's a
week,
work
but
right. It's okay.
I'm in.
You here? You are here.
I'm a lifer.
Yep, that's it. That's it. Come on, for life.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. All right, Zoom user. What's your name?
That's me, Letha Green.
Late Miss.
Yes.
Man.
I'm just glad to be able to get on the call. I've been in masters
You're
about
always
8 weeks and it's just
your
hasn't been
schedule.
working. I don't have the Facebook.
I'm
I don't
glad
have
you
the
You made it, Miss Letha.
You
Huh?
made it, Miss Letha. You made it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give it for you. Okay, if it's anybody who is not in the Facebook, just stand by. We'll get you all get y'all all in the right group when we at the end of this call.
Yeah, because I for a while wasn't getting the time right. Being in Houston was already off, and I was like, okay, I've been in the mastery for 6 weeks. I ain't got on yet, and then it
I'm
threw
glad
me
you here.
because it was every other week. So
It's every
yeah.
other week.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're here, Miss Letha.
Yeah.
What question?
Oh, I don't have none. I'm just glad to be.
I'm glad you're here, Miss Letha. I ain't got nothing. Okay, I'm just here. I'm glad to see your face, love.
All right.
All
If
right.
you could check
Miss
on again, I'm still trying to get my $27 bundle. I don't know what my books are because I still haven't received them. I've been did that.
Did you email to help desk, Miss Letha?
I've been since the second day. Yeah, when I said I've had several times they say they sent.
Okay, hold on, Mister. Calm down, Miss Letha. I'm gonna send a message for you. Now, I ain't doing this for everybody now, but I'm gonna follow this one, okay? I will
All
see
right.
and see about I will dig through this one, okay?
All right.
Go
Thank
get
you.
your books, okay? I'm gonna
All
get you.
right.
I took just Miss Letha now because I don't really dabble over there on this side. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out and get you your books.
All
Tell her she
right.
can't get nothing till she put her name on the thing, right?
She put her name on the thing. But listen, don't upset her, Mr. James, because she don't know. Let me change it for her, because Miss Letha be like, I don't know how to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
James is bitter. He don't have his
Can you
T-shirt.
tell me how to do my
Listen, I
name?
ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do. James, come to Dubai. We'll get it. I'll get you a t-shirt in Dubai. Come to Dubai. I'll get you one. All right, Miss Marjorie. How are you, love?
I'm doing fine.
All right.
My question is, I have a problem in getting into, in the portals, but only some things I can get. And now I'm trying to get into the section that say building, mastering your time for optional health. And it's all that's telling me say coming soon, coming soon. I can't get into this.
Okay, yeah. So what happens, Ms. Marjorie, is you need to go down to the next section for the upgrade, because that section that you're trying to open, that 2.0, it doesn't open up until after like 10 weeks, 10 or 12 weeks. But if you scroll down, there's a new section that's open.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay.
And every
Upgrade.
every 2 weeks a new section will open. So next it'll be upgrade, then it'll be guidelines, then it'll be attitude, then it'll be relationship, then you'll go back up to the one you're looking for.
Okay.
That
That's
makes
the
sense.
only question
Yeah.
I have. I'm doing okay.
Yeah, okay. And I got you. That was too easy. Yeah,
Yes.
it's 2 weeks. And I'm thinking of changing it because I think it's confusing, but I don't know, because what I don't want to happen is everybody to get stuck doing modules that are related to time and never make it down to the others.
Yes.
So I don't know how to adjust. I need to play with it a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for asking, though.
Thank you.
Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
All right. Come on, Miss Diane.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi. Can you see me?
I can.
Okay, I can't see me.
You like, I
Okay,
don't.
I can see me. Okay,
We can
there you
see you
go.
good though.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I have I do have a comment.
Okay.
I'm going to leave, not because I want to, but because I do have to start
No worries.
budgeting some finances things a little bit better. So, I do have to go.
Yeah.
The second thing is, well, I didn't know it until today, but my numbers used to be for the glucose used to be in the 90s. They're
Yeah.
now in the 80s.
Come on.
So I'm glad you had that conversation prior
Yeah.
because now I understand that I was riding high, but
Yeah.
now I'm riding low.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I'm riding
Yeah.
I'm at a good
You're in a good
stage now.
place. Yeah. And even
Yeah.
lower than that could be like, you're giving yourself more room. So, me and road fast and glucose don't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So don't even get alarmed if it goes into the 70s.
Okay.
You're in the normal range. Even like if you hit a 65 and you're not diabetic or pre-diabetic, that's not even a cause for an alarm. It's a little low, but it's going to adjust.
Okay. Okay. The third thing I have been listening to you and Mama G and everybody else. Think what if you could see my face.
I can't.
Okay, I'm small. So I've been trying to like gain muscle. I'm trying to eat more food. Actually I'm trying to add more beans, lentils and things like that because I got the leafy greens down, but I need to start adding more like I guess like protein, more eggs. Well, I do eggs, more seeds. Um, I just need something that I can gain some weight back. I'm 60, had a birthday last week, so I'm 62, but I don't want to look like I'm 62. So so I'm trying to gain some of my facial back.
Okay. So here's the first thing that I want to say. There's nothing wrong with you adding in more protein. Just make sure you stick to your 3-to-1 veggie protein ratio always. So whatever protein you add, just make sure you have 3 times as much vegetables in volume. The second thing that I want to say is, and only you can answer this question, we know where the first thing has to be healing. So if your body is indicating that it's healed and you desire to put some weight on, there are things that you can do and you still eat God's food. But what you should never do is forego your numbers. So like, as I think about this, I think about Crystal Garner-Smith, who, I don't know if you ever heard us tell a story about how she came to us and Ro didn't have it. Y'all couldn't used to, in the old version of the program, you couldn't just sign up. Okay. You had to talk to Ro. She had to determine you were a good fit. And then we let you in. Then it would be like we'd be on the call and the person they don't get no link. Ro don't give them no link. And I know like she not a good fit. But then they get to the end of the call and Ro will say, here's the link. That means you're a great fit for the program. All right. So Miss Crystal Garner-Cheek was trying to get an appointment with Ro to talk through that fit conversation that we used to have. And Ro didn't have any. And Crystal said, you don't have any appointments until September. I could be dead by then. Ro called her immediately. She joined the program. She's a 2-time cancer survivor who was also diabetic. She's 70 years old now. And she did get to a point where she felt like, I want to put, just a couple of pounds, maybe like 5 to 7 pounds back on her body. But what she never ever did was forsake those numbers. So Crystal wakes up right now, okay, after being a diabetic in the 80s. All right. So in her adding back again, her numbers are not up for this. It's not an option. You understand what I'm saying? Because the healing is the priority. All right. So I want you to be so locked in to having a optimally healed body and weight being secondary. Because I don't know, because you saying look at your face, you don't look small to me, but I know that sometimes some of these ideals behind the size that we should be come from people who aren't where we are or headed where we are. So I want you just to examine like where is it coming from and what are the non-negotiables, and your glucose number and your blood pressure should be an absolute non-negotiable. So as Crystal navigated that thing, she still wake up with an 80 every day. I coach her, Dalzenia can tell you, I coach her in my program and she wake up with 80 every day.
So my blood pressure is running between like the This morning it was 129 over. Oh no, who was it? It was 130 over 82.
Okay. So this number that you've given me, this is an elevated number. All right. So this
Right.
is good. This is perfect for us to talk through. So when you get numbers like this, what this number is telling you, Miss Diane, is my heart is working way too hard to get the blood through my body. That's the priority, not the weight. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because we can
So
look. So I'm gonna use myself as an example, okay? Because I don't know if you ever seen my real big pictures, but sometimes when I look at them pictures when I was like 80 pounds heavier, I'd be like, oh my God. And I call that season of my life my lipstick on a pig version of life. All right. I can't talk to nobody about a woman who don't feel good in her body because when I was 240 pounds, I thought I was still cute, squeezing in all my clothes. You understand what I'm saying? So I thought I was cute as much as I knew cute to be. All right. But when I took my eyes off of that, my focus today is to heal my body. That's it. The rest of it falls where it falls. A healed body. Because I mean, a cute body with bad blood pressure I'm on my way to the grave. You understand what I'm saying? So the priority has to be healing the body. So your blood
right.
pressure number says there's healing that needs to be done.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of I've been trying to limiting my meat. But the thing is, I guess I got too many people too much in my ear.
In your ear, that's it.
Because I am going to the gym, and
Mhm.
so the trainer for the gym will say you got to add protein. You're not going to get the muscle without the protein. So okay, I hear them saying add more protein, but then when I come here, I hear don't do it. Maybe that
Mhm.
not saying don't add protein. I guess I need to know the right kind of protein to add to actually work out so I can be successful in all areas.
So I think
That's
what
I'm
you got to pick a side. So not saying that your trainer's bad, all right? But you got to pick a side. It's like, where do you stand? Do you stand on the side of healing or what it looks like? And we are not against strength training, right? Row be pull up, but y'all see them guns. She don't get them from
Yeah.
nowhere. So it's not that we're anti strength training. So you can still do that. All right. But what we're talking about over here that your trainer probably ain't talking about and don't even know is how to heal your body.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
So at what point do I actually start doing the strength training? Because I did cardio. I did a lot of cardio today. I mean, this last 2 weeks. So 130 is good because it had went up to like 140.
that's
And I was
not
like,
good though.
I can't.
That is an elevated blood pressure number. It is not good.
Right. I know. I know. Um,
It might be
so
better. I think you saying it's better, but it's
yeah,
not
it's
good.
better. Not
Yeah,
good.
it's not good. It's
So
better.
I'm just kind of
Okay, let's
confused
talk through this,
because
Miss Diane. There's no rule over here that says you can't strength train. So if you want to strength train, you can do that. You cannot, though, replace it with your cardio for now. It's not even a
okay,
conversation. So you can do it in addition to. You can do your 45
okay,
in the morning, 45 in the evening, and you can strength train if you want to.
okay. That's
Right?
what I've been doing. I've been going doing the cardio. I've actually been riding my bike 45 in the morning, 45 in the evening.
Mhm.
And then I'm trying to add the strength training on there. So I did look at Rochelle's videos
Yeah.
about the strength training.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna do those. And but I've grown addicted to the gym too. So I like going to the gym. I like doing the leg presses. I like doing the arm curls.
Yeah.
I like doing that. So I pick like maybe 2 or 3 days a week that I hit the gym, but the other days I do the cardio. But the thing is, and I'm glad I got on this call today because I was at 130. I'm at 125 now.
Okay.
So the pounds went down. So I was kind of little concerned about that
I
because
think
I didn't.
because it's the word. So this is the thing, Miss Diane. What happens is, and I don't know that this happened. You tell me if it's true or false. But what happens is when we start changing and our body, and I don't know why people are okay doing this. I think it's one of the rudest things you could ever do is comment on somebody's body. But our friends and our family, they have a way of just being like, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. Are you okay? Well, how much more weight are you going to lose? Right?
Yeah,
And those things stick in your head. So what has to happen here is you have to create a boundary of acceptable conversation. So I consider the source and I inspect the fruits. All right. And if your life in this area doesn't look like the life I want, you have no authority to speak that way to me. So
Right.
I think about who are the people with healed bodies in my life. The list is very small. Very small.
Okay.
So that means
I wish I could.
don't talk about my body and don't talk about my health. It's not a conversation piece for us. You see what I'm saying? And I have nice ways of shutting it down. Like, oh girl, yeah, I'm doing the thing. So anyway, girl, how your kids doing? And I move on. It's not open for discussion. So I think you have to like adjust some of those conversations. The other thing I wanted to say about the protein that I didn't want to forget is protein isn't bad. It's okay for you to have protein. You just need to have 3 times as much vegetables.
Okay.
Does it make sense? So you can have your protein. Like I love the good salmon. I have a few times a week, but your veggies just need to be 3 times as much in volume.
Okay, got you.
Got it? So yeah, I think you are I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna drop it because I don't want to be I just feel compelled to say all this because you need this on your journey, okay? You have to pick a side. All right. This is almost like our spiritual walk. The word holy means set apart. It means you will make different choices and do things differently than people do. All right. And so you have to decide that my body will be healed, period. And then we're going to put some lipstick on that thing. All right. With this healed body, Tucker always going to put on a nice pair of heels. Okay. I'm going to do that. I'm always going to get some earrings and lip gloss. But it means a hill of beans if my blood pressure is elevated and my glucose numbers are high and I don't feel good in my body and I can't get out the bed and I can't run and jump. I don't have mental clarity. I got debilitating menstrual cycles. It means a hill of beans, how cute it looks if that body ain't healed. So that's the real deal. Now, if you want to tone it up, put some muscles on it, I'm still trying to believe God gonna give me a little 6-pack after these children, but you don't forego the principles.
Okay.
Yeah, don't forego the principles. I don't care who they are, because you ask them for their receipts. You probably take ask the trainer what was his blood pressure when he woke up this morning. He probably don't know.
Amen.
Yeah, that's the
Amen.
thing. It's
Yeah, he probably don't know.
actually it's my husband and my children
Oh, I'm sorry.
are the ones that
Oh, okay. Yeah.
that's saying, okay, you need to
That's it, Miss
gain
Diane.
the weight or you need to do this. But I have one child that's really supportive, but then the other one is like, okay, but you have to look at like where the source is coming from. My husband is borderline pre-diabetic. He eats what he wants to eat. And he's like, okay, I know what you need to do. You just need to eat what I eat. And I said, I can't eat what you eat because if I eat what you eat, I'm not going to be here. So I'm
I
not
knew it
going
was something like that. It's the people you love the most, Miss Diane. It's the ones. And so this is another strategy that I use in life that I want to share with you. I use, and we used it when I was a teacher. If there's any teachers in here, they probably use it in their classroom. We use the strategy called win time. And it's called what I need. Where the student says, I didn't talk my little heart out, my baby still lost. And we just have a season where the baby can say, Miss James, you talk too fast. This is what I need. Okay. And they tell me, what do they need to get to understand it? I need you to sit down with your husband and your child and say, this is what I need, and tell them what you need to be successful. So maybe is that this is not a source of conversation for us. it really messes with my head and my journey when you tell me things about my body, because my focus is to heal it, to have a normal glucose, to have a normal blood pressure. So and you know what you need. So for me, what I needed was my family to mind their business, because they was like, how much more weight you gonna lose? You look like a little girl. And Ro told me, she said, you don't look like a little girl. You look like the size you're supposed to be, but they're so big, they think you're small.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you are where you are supposed to be. And she would, and because Ro's so honest, she'd be like, and truth be told, you really could get some more off. Okay?
Now,
In love, I would just share what I need.
Thank you.
From them. Just try that, okay?
Okay.
And
And my cholesterol was down. My cholesterol was normal the first time ever in my adult life. It was below 200 ever in my adult life.
Your adult life. That's what I'm talking about.
My numbers are doing great, except for that blood pressure. And so once that blood pressure go down, and I believe it's going down too, I really believe it's going down. I say every morning, Lord, I thank you for below 120 over 8.
You better praise. You better praise.
And it's gonna get there. It's gonna get there.
It is, and you have to believe that, and that's why you gotta, like they say, where do you stand? Who is on the lower side? You got to stand on this hill body side of the fence. You see what I'm saying? You got numbers that you haven't had in your adult life. You are literally extending the quality of your life. Like, you're enhancing the quality of your life right now. This is how you loving on your heart. All your organs are thanking you right now.
Yeah.
And if the enemy could get you focused on, and I'm just gonna say it for the minute, this thing don't look like it used to. I done made 2 people, okay? I done breastfed and made 2 whole people. Things just don't look the same like they used to.
Yeah.
All right? But I'm one of the few people in my family that don't have no blood pressure issues.
Well, I went from a size 12 to a size 4.
Let's go. Yeah, and it does take time to really start to see yourself as this new you. It takes time for you to get a full understanding of all the changes that have been made. And so this is why you can't afford to allow people to insert their opinions, even if they love you. It be the ones that love you the most, man. It be the ones that love you, okay? They say the stuff they ain't got no business saying. All right, so you in love, let them know what you need, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, and I'm gonna miss y'all, but thank you so much for
Yes,
everything.
ma'am. We wish you well, and we will always be here when you need us. So, you guys say the same thing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, come on, Michael. Oh my God, can I please beg your forgiveness?
No, I am so sorry.
I'm sorry. I had every intention. I knew you were gonna come back in the room, and I was like, when he come back, I'm gonna go to him, and I forgot. Because
well, the first
how
time,
are you?
First time you had Mama G to deal with, so I had to go do something.
You had to go do something. You said, "Let me go ahead."
And I'm trying to unmute, but I just couldn't on the iPhone.
It's okay.
Anyway.
Just forgive me.
So you answered part of my question with a lady just called earlier. I'm in mastery, and this is the 3rd week.
Okay.
I only was able to get one set of the video. Everything says coming soon. So I am not quite sure if I'm at what's
You're
going
in the right place. If you scroll down just a little bit.
I just did it when you said it all the way down, and I did all those because the ones at the bottom are from it's from the SAS.
No. Go back up and stay where it says SAS Mastery, and listen what I'm telling you. They open up 2 weeks at a time.
Right.
So there should have been 4 videos when you first got on. And so that would have been like so at this point, probably today or whenever you join, 2 weeks from whenever you joined or you created your account, the next one should have been Upgrade Mastery, should be open. Scroll down a little bit.
Okay.
And if anybody knows the name of it.
Module 6, Module 5, Module 4. I'm going back up.
Scroll up.
I'm going Module 3, Module 1. Okay. So I'm at Module 1.
Because this is technical. So I like to do this for coaching, but I'm going to get you squared away in the Facebook people. Let me close because we're at the end. I want to close these people out so people who got to go can go, and we'll dig into and I'll get you where you need to be.
Okay, all right,
Deal?
thanks.
Okay, just don't leave. Keep your hand up and stay right there. All right.
Coach Tucker, the one that comes from the one that's the 2.0 that says coming soon, the one after that, it's only up from here is
That's
the,
it.
yeah.
So what is your, it's only up from here, say?
That's the one with the challenge taking ownership. That's the one that we have to do there's the three things you give us. Ownership opens the door for optimal. Don't let what you see stop what you can be. It's that one. Because I had the same problem that Michael had. It said coming soon 2.0 was the next one. But if you're in the lesson prior to that, it says next lesson, click on that, and that gets you,
Take you to the
it
next
skips
lesson.
that and gets you into the other one.
I did that.
Okay, no
Okay.
worries. We'll look at it, Michael, because we have to make sure the dates are, because it drips out every 2 weeks, and by you being here 3 weeks,
Yeah, this is my.
it might be close to the open date. So we'll check. Just give me a sec, okay? All right.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but just
Thank you, Mama G. Now we'll get it situated. It's no worries. Okay, guys, listen. I absolutely love y'all all the way to life. I think what I'm gonna do this week is I'm gonna put like a I think like a form where you guys can like drop questions when you like questions you have. So that if we have questions that are themed together, I can create content and response like videos around that, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if we got 4 people with a similar type of question, I can handle that in a video.
That
Okay.
sounds cool.
Yeah. So today I will get you the video on how to do your evening and morning routine, and I'll put it under Systems Mastery 2.0 just for ability to find it.
Okay.
I have to look and see about this portal because the issue is if I stack all the time management stuff under systems, some of y'all would never get to upgrade mastery or guidelines mastery or attitude mastery or relationships. So it's supposed to rotate. And so what Mama G is saying, if you just click the next button, it'll bring you back around after you've done relationship to a new systems mastery video. But I don't know how to structure it in a way that takes that 2.0. That's why I named it 2.0. But I don't know how to take it out so that it's not designed that way for me to pull it out. So that's why all the second rounds have 2.0. So technically, I'm supposed to do another round that's 3.0. I don't even want to confuse the situation by doing that. All right. So I love you guys.
The assignment before that 2.0 that you're talking about was the one we had to write the letter to our new self and start the planning thing and all that. And that's why I couldn't get in it. And then I just clicked on one that was already from the last lesson, go to the next one. And that's how I skipped it, but it still said coming soon. So you might want to just take coming soon out maybe or something.
We can't because it's dripped out. And so it's like,
that's what's making it confusing. Because
so
if
when you hit the next, did it take you to the next lesson?
In the academy, it would say coming soon because you weren't in that week yet. So if it's saying coming soon and you can't get in, it's like, okay, when can I get in that week? You know?
Okay, but if you're in the lesson and you go
and you click next one, you can get to the next lesson.
Yeah.
That's
So
how I got to
yeah,
it's all up from here.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to ask God to give me some strategy on this. And actually, I'll ask somebody who I know who knows this a little better.
That stupid app.
Yeah, and it's because we're continually adding content. It's a little different than how we did Academy, because Academy, we just had our 6 weeks and we just had to schedule them out. But with this one, we are continually adding content. So
okay.
Let me pray about it. Ask God to give me something. I'm gonna figure it out. All right.
Okay.
All right. Love y'all life. And I will see you guys in. Okay, wait a minute. We gotta talk. I'll be in Dubai. We gotta talk, y'all. I gotta figure out a strategy. This is what's happening. I leave for Dubai on Monday. I leave for Dubai on Monday. So that means on the 24th, I will be in Dubai. And it's gonna be 8 o'clock at night. So that could work. But I also have to see because that's a retreat day. So I gotta see if I'm gonna be at work. Because we'll be working. I don't know what my staff role will be at that time because technically I'm not staff, but in Dubai I will be, okay? So I will get back to y'all. I have to outline what will happen on the 24th, but I'll be back on October 1st. So for October, we should be straight. All right. So even if we have to move it to a different time, I'll figure it out.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Enjoy.
What you do.
Yes, yes, yes. And if
Thank you.
anybody's coming, we'll see y'all there. I'll fly out Monday to go to Dallas and Tuesday for Dubai.
Yeah, I wish I could have made it. I had another trip planned, but I was sure trying to come.
This next one, we gonna be here. We
Yes.
Travel mercies, travel mercies.
Thank you,
Yeah.
love. Thank you, thank you. I can't wait to hug some of y'all next.
Okay. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
See you guys soon. All right, love y'all to life.
Bye-bye.
All right, my Facebook people. Okay. Let's make this quick, move quick. Okay, who are the people who are like, I need to get in Facebook? First thing I'm gonna do is drop. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link.
Letha Green.
Letha Green. Oh, Miss Letha. Oh, Miss Letha. Miss Letha's like, look. Yeah. As I see Miss Letha in a month, and she coming here fussing me out, boy. She fussing me out. All right. Hold on. Let me get in this. Get the link. All right. So I'm gonna drop the link to the Mastery Facebook group. All right. And all you got to do is click this link and request to join. And I will let you in. All right. There are a couple of questions, so make sure you answer those questions and it should work. If you've already requested, don't worry, I's getting to you. All right. As soon as me and Michael finish, I'll go over there and let the people in. Thank you, Elgina. Okay, here is the link for the people who need the Facebook group. So just send a request and I will get you on in there. All right, Michael.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. I want to say, though, that my screen is not going to look like yours because let's try this first and see what happens. All right. All right. When you first get into the program, all right?
Mm-hmm.
The way the program is set up is there's a framework called Sugar Mastery Framework. The S is for systems, the U is for upgrade, the G is for guidelines, the A is for attitude, and the R is for relationships, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You first get in, you see these 4 right here?
Hang on. Yes. Okay. Mastery
Be
flat.
open. Mastery in action, understanding your systems, transforming your habits, what gets measured. Those are automatically available for everybody as soon as they join. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So after you join, 2 weeks later, you should be able to get into this one that says it's only up from here.
Okay, I did that one. Mm-hmm.
You did that one.
Right.
Okay, good. So if you've only been here 3 weeks, then that means you're right on target because it's every 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, you should get access to guidelines mastery.
Okay, so if it's every 2 weeks, so if I'm the 3rd week, shouldn't another section open up?
Nope, because this is week 1. So, okay, say you join, let's take the 1st of the month. You 3 weeks out, right? So today is the 10th. So that would have been like 21 days ago, right?
End of 3 weeks.
Yep. So 14 days after you join, Upgrade Mastery opens up.
14 days after I joined. So
Okay,
that's
after
3 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, but I'm on my 3rd week. That's what I'm saying.
So there's no video for that week. It's a meeting. And then on day 28, you get this one.
All right. Well,
14, 28, 56, 70, 84. You see what I'm saying? It's every 2 weeks. So the way it's supposed to work is imperfect though, because people can come in at any time. But the way it's technically supposed to work is week 1, you get content. Week 2, you get a meeting. Week 3, you get content. Week 4, you get a meeting. Week 5, you get content. Week 6, you get a meeting. You see what I'm saying? It's supposed to alternate between the weeks, but it's a little imperfect because you may have come in. If somebody joined today, they're joining on a meeting. They're going to get content on the same week we're having a meeting.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So think of it like that, like every 14 days from when you created your account, just like in Academy, it's just an Academy that was something, it was released every 7 days, not
Right.
14.
Okay, well, so technically you're saying by Monday I should be able to get into 2.0 then.
If Monday is 28 days from when you started. So literally, let me go out. I'm going to show you how we set this thing up. Let me try to make it smaller. I want to show you how it looks on my administrative side. Oh, and let me stop the recording because this don't got nothing to do with that. Hold on, Michael. Hold on. Hold on. Zoom won't let me have all these screens. Okay, let's stop the recording.